This chapter, chapter 7 on organized planning, Napoleon Hill gives us so many resources to study so we can work on ourselves and understand whether we are good leaders or if we have somewhere to bolster our leadership skills, where we might be lacking in terms of leadership. And he provides us a self-assessment. So we're going to go through a few of these things. So this is Napoleon Hill's major attributes of leadership. And the first is unwavering courage. We want to follow somebody who has courage and conviction in what they are moving towards and what they are bringing others to move towards along with them. We want to go forward with somebody who has the courage to see it out. Self-control. We want a leader who is able to respond to situations and circumstances rather than react with instinct or with programming. We want them to be able to see the situation for what it is and understand that in all bad there is good as well, and to understand and apply the laws of the universe to each individual situation. A keen sense of justice. I think this is really important for a leader. We want to make sure that leaders are giving everybody that they come in contact with a sense of justice, fairness, right? And so one of the things that I used to tell my coaches when I was a gym owner was that we treat everybody the same by treating them all differently. We treat the gymnasts as the individuals that they are, because not everybody needs the same thing from a coach, and that this is true in all walks of life. If we are so focused in on treating everybody exactly the same, we cannot do what's best for each person. So I believe that a keen sense of justice is recognizing the individuality in each person and treating them in that way, and treat everybody that way. And that is just, in my opinion. Definiteness of decision. This goes along with unwavering courage. I decide to go there, and I'm bringing all these people with me. We need a leader who is definite in their decision making. Definiteness of plans. This is so key when we are asking others to execute our plans with and for us. We need to have definite plans so that we have organization leading towards our decision making, right? Leading towards where we want to go. The habit of doing more than paid for. This might be overlooked by a lot of people, but in The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles, we understand that we must grow larger than our present place. And that is inherent in this habit of doing more than we're paid for. If I am, as a leader, asking somebody to do certain things, I should be willing to do those things myself. And as Napoleon Hill talks about, if you don't get into the habit of doing more than you're paid for, you will never be paid for more than what you're doing. This is an exact part of the law of cause and effect. Okay. A pleasing personality. I mean, we really don't want to be around people who are not pleasing. So a pleasing personality is definitely an attribute of a leader. Sympathy and understanding. Going along with that is a leader who is approachable, who the followers can move to and ask for direction and not be shot down, right? A leader invites that type of atmosphere to speak. One of the things that I used to do with my gymnasts is if they had a problem, they could come with me with a problem anytime, but they also had to come to me with a proposed solution. It didn't mean that I was going to that their solution was going to be the end all be all, but it did mean that they were seeking solutions rather than just focusing on the problem. Mastery of detail, right? If we're going to be leaders, we have to make sure all the T's are crossed and all the I's are dotted, right? Mastery of detail. Willingness to assume full responsibility. The buck stops here, doesn't it? If I am a leader, I am assuming full responsibility over my entire business and my entire gym, as it were, for when I was in gymnastics realm, my family, my whatever it is that you are leading, my team, right? And cooperation. So one of the attributes of a good leader is not just leading, but also working with the people you lead. And these are incredible attributes of leadership. I encourage you all to, there's a worksheet that you can take each one of these and write out how you are doing in each of these realms and see where you can improve. Now, another thing that Napoleon Hill talks about is our 30 major reasons for failure. Now, where I'm not going to go into depth into each one, but I think that it's really important for us to understand that there are a lot of these 30 reasons for failure. And one of the things that we need to remember, and the Napoleon Hill talks about throughout the book, is that there are 30 reasons for failure, yet there are 13 principles of success. So if we can focus on the principles of success within this book, then these 30 major reasons for failure will dissolve. So I urge you to read through these and see if you can improve on your leadership skills in that realm too. And then, of course, Napoleon Hill is famous for his self-analysis and reflection questions. And I've created a worksheet for you to go through each of these questions to take a personal inventory to see how you're doing. Napoleon Hill tells us that we should do this at least once a year and spend a day doing it. So I think that this is a really great exercise for us. It starts with, have I attained the goal that I set out to reach, right? What is it that I really wanted to do? Did I attain the goal? And then he goes through all the points that he has in this chapter. He asks us, did I deliver the best quality, quantity? Did I deliver in a spirit of harmony? Did I allow procrastination to get in my way? Have I improved my personality and my persistence and decision making? So he goes through each and every part and asks us how we're doing. This is powerful. I very highly suggest you do it. This chapter is long. It contains a lot of old examples, but the information it contains is gold. Treat it as such and really use it to check on how you're doing and where you can improve.